Here's the nitty-gritty stages now over in the Europa League, of course, with some teams already out and some teams already through. But who's going to take advantage this week? We're going to take a little look. Today we'll take a look at match number 5 in this year's Europa League, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe button back. All things Europa League related, Babin Rovers related, world football related. We're all here, boys, under one rooski. Of course, some clubs already through to the playoffs, some clubs already out, going home, or maybe even planning for the Conference League. We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, you know who you are. But of course, make sure you're getting amongst it. We're going to bring you back up to date with all the drama, of course, in the Europa League in just a second. A big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, make sure you get the YouTube algorithm working for you by banging the like, getting all the Europa League content coming your way, and also make sure you bang the old subscribe. A whopping 78% of you are not subscribed. So let's get into it. Of course, a recap how I got on before we recap how you guys got on in the prediction league. So these are the results from match number 4, and a bit of an upgrade. Bit of an upgrade. I don't know how that does for me. 192 for points total. Remember that number. So here we go. Kicking it all off with Leverkusen, big 1-0 win over Quarterback. I went with a 3-0 win. Not as much, but enough, the said, done the same. Slavia Prague, 2-0 winners over Roma. I went the other way. Of course I did. I'm a Mourinho fanboy. I'm going to back the Mourinho. Meanwhile, Servette, 2-1 win over Sheriff. I went with a 2-0 win on that one. Not too shabby. Meanwhile, Villarreal, 2-1 win over Maccabi Haifa. Got them on spot on the nose. Meanwhile, Rennes, 3-1 win over Panathinaikos. I went with a 2-0 win. Not too shabby. Toulouse, 3-2 win over Liverpool. I went with a 2-0 win for Liverpool on this one. Shame on me. Meanwhile, Lasic, 3-0 win over Union St. Louise. I went with a 0-0 draw on that one. Ajax, 2-0 win for Brighton, of course. I went the other way on that one. Hacken, 3-1 loss to Mulder. 2-1 win for me. Not too shabby on that one. Sporting, we got a 2-1 win for Sporting. 3-0 win it was as well. Atalanta 1-0 win over Sturm Graz. I went with a 2-0 win. Rangers 2-1 win over Sparta Prague. Got a 2-0 win on that one. Meanwhile, Real Betis 4-1 win over Limassol. I went with a 4-0. Got 8 points on that. Not too shabby. Athens 2-0 loss to Marseille. I went with a 2-1 win at home. West Ham squeaky 1-0 win over Olympiacos. 3-1 win for me. And then Freiburg 5-0 win over Paca Chapola. I'm with a 3-0 win as well. So those are my picks and my scores. What about the close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. That's not what I want. Close your eyes, 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 keep your eyes closed, keep your eyes closed, and open them again. 63 points is your man with So826 running away with it there. Nico ZT with 63, Fed77, 63, Motta, then me. Am I missing something? How do these guys get such high scores? Anyway, it's still all to be had here. Nico ZT running away with it with 219. I'm on 192. Still going to give it my best shot. Of course, Motov, and then the rest of the guys. If you see a name in there, smash your likey, smash your subscribe. So those are us. These are the next games. But before that, let's take a little look at, of course, the tables. Here we go. West Ham United running away with it. Well, actually not running away with it. Level on points with Freiburg. 2 games left. Still could be caught by Olympiacos, so let's not rule them out just yet. In fact, West Ham United, I'm not sure. They do take on Freiburg in the final game, so that's going to be interesting. Meanwhile, Marseille top of the table in Group B with Brighton in second spot, hanging around in there. Athens, of course, not too far away, and Ajax look doomed right now. Real Betis, of course, looking near perfect, but 1 defeat so far. Rangers doing A-OK in second spot. Of course, Sparta Prague and Limassol. Atalanta, 10 points from 12, doing good. Sporting Lisbon, also not too bad. Liverpool, of course, 9 points from 12. Top of the table in Group E. Toulouse in second spot, looking good as well. F sees Rennes, of course, 9 points for them. Villarreal in second. Slavia Prague and Roma in charge in Group G. And the only team in the Europa League with 100% success rate is Leverkusen with 12 points from 12. Pretty much an easy group, none the same. Anyway, let's get into the next games. These are match number 5, of course, so let's waste no more further ado. Let's waste no more further ado. And, of course, take a look at the next games, of course, which will kick it all off with Maccabi Haifa up against Rennes, of course. Now, don't know where this game's going to be played. The Sami Ofer Stadium, of course, wherever that may be. Now, these two sides have played each other just the one time as the reverse fixture, and we'll talk about that shortly. Meanwhile, Maccabi Haifa, 33% form for them right now, just 1 1 win in 6. They are 4th at the table and 1 point on the board right now. Rennes are top with 9 points right now, 42% form for them all at the moment. 2 wins the last 6 games as well. The previous match was in France back in September 2023. 3-0 winner was for Rennes way back when. Rennes 1-0 lost to Lyon most recently, with Maccabi Haifa losing to Villarreal in their previous match. But the odds right here, right now, we're looking at Maccabi Haifa 4-1 for the victory, 6-4 on is your Rennes, 3-1 is your draw. 2-1 win, going with the popular vote here for Rennes, and of course, taking the spoils on that one. Sturm Graz up against Radakau, of course. I think Radakau are Polish. Correct me if I'm wrong. Rakow Kruszkowa, is that right? Played to just the one time. We'll talk about that shortly. Sturm Graz, 40% form for them right now. 2 wins the last 6. They are 3rd with 4 points on the board right now. Kruszkowa, Rakow Kruszkowa, 58% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat the past 6. 4 point. Fourth in the what's it right now, heading into this one. Meanwhile, Sturm Graz in Group D did beat Kruszkowa last time around back in October 2023. Sturm Graz on the back of a 3-0 win over Austria Klagenfurt in the Bundesliga there in Austria. Kruszkowa with a 1-1 draw against Pogoń Szczecin, of course, in the Polish top flight. The odds right here are now 5-4 on is your Sturm Graz, 13-5 is your draw, 10-3 is of course your away win here. It's a tight one. Yeah, I'm going to go with a draw, I think, point apiece on that one. We'll see how we get on when the games come around. Atalanta against Sporting Lisbon at the Gevice Stadium, coming at you over in Group D. Of course, Atalanta on 67% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat to the past 6. They are top with 10 points on the board. Up against Sporting, just 1 defeat to the past 6. 75% form for them right now. Second to the table with 7 points on the board right now. Previous match, 2-1 winner was for Atalanta. That was in Portugal back in October 2023. Of course, Atalanta with a draw against Udinese most recently. Sporting Lisbon with a loss against Benfica over in the Portuguese top flight. But the odds right here right now, we're looking at Atalanta 11-10 for the victory. 5-2, which draw 23-10 is of course your Sporting here. We're going to back. I'm going to go 2-0 win on this one for Atalanta, enough to get the result, I think. Sporting could score, we'll see. Meanwhile, Sparta Prague against Real Betis, of course, coming at you this coming midweek as well. Where are you? This was over in Czech Republic. I'm trying to find a little soccer. It's hidden away. There it is. One of the earlier kickoffs on Thursday, November the 30th. They have played each other just the one time, of course, at the Opt Arena. Of course, Sparta Prague, 58% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat the past 4. Of course, 3rd in the table with 4 points on the board. Up against Real Betis, 92% form for them right now. Of course, without a loss in the last 6. They are top with 9 points right now. Previous match was a 2-1 win for Real Betis back in October 2023. Betis on the back of a draw against Sevilla most recently. Sparta Prague with a 1-0 win over Ostrava, of course, in their top flight. But the odds right here right now, we have 13-10 is your Sparta Prague, 12-5 is draw, 17-10 is your, of course, your Real Betis. Let's go. 3-1 win for Real Betis on this one. Kicking on forward is Athens against Brighton, of course, over in Greece. Again, early kickoff for this one. Played just the one time. Athens, of course, 58% form for them right now. 3 wins the last 6. They are 3rd with 4 points on the board. Up against Brighton, unbeaten the last 5. 58% form for them right now. They are 2nd with 7 points on the board as well. Previous match was a 3-2 win for Athens. That was in Brighton back in September 2023. Athens on the back of a 3-0 win over Lamia in the Superliga over in Greece, with Brighton with a 1-1 draw against Sheffield United most recently, of course. They've actually drawn 3 of the last 4 1-1 draws, of course, in all competitions at all venues. The odds for this one, though, we are looking at, of course, in Athens. We have 14-5 as your host, 14-5 as your draw, 5-4 on is your Brighton. Let's back of course, Brighton here. 2-0 win for them on the road. Big win for them. Next up, we have back at Topola. Again, early kickoff for this one over in Thursday, November the 30th. Played just the one time. I'll talk about that shortly. Topola just 1 win in 6. Of course, 33% form for them. 50% form for West Ham right now. 1-3 and lost 3 heading into this. They've actually won 3 of the last 4. They are 2nd in 9 points right now over in Group A. Up against Topola, who are 4th with 1 point on the board right now. Previous match, 3-1 win it was. That was, of course, in the London Stadium back in September 2023. Topola, though, with a 2-1 loss against Vodega Nova Sad in their top flight. West Ham 3-2 winners over Nottingham Forest again in the Premier League most recently. The odds here, 50-2 is your Topola, 4-1 on is your West Ham, 5-1 is, of course, the draw. 3-1 win for me on this one. West Ham taking the points. Meanwhile, Freiburg up against Olympiacos come at you over in Germany. Once again, early kickoff on this one. Played each other 4 times through 2013. We got 3 wins for Freiburg, nothing for Olympiacos, and 1 draw. Biggest win for Freiburg, 3-0 win. They got 11 goals scored in 4 matches, 2.75 goals a game. Olympiacos, 5 goals scored in 4 matches, 1.25 goals a game. Freiburg, though, 42% form for them in all competitions and all venues. Just 1 win in 5, though, against Olympiacos. 50% form for them, 1-3 and lost 3 heading into this. They are 3rd in the table, Olympiacos, with 4 points on the board. Up against Freiburg, who are top with 9 points, of course, over in Group A. last time around over in Freiburg. It was a 1-1 draw back in October 2022. 3-2 win it was for Freiburg in the reverse fixture back in September. The odds for this one then coming at you right here, right now. We're looking at Freiburg 4-3 on for the victory, 11-4 is your draw, 16-5 is your away win. I'm going to go... Freiburg not the greatest at the moment. I'm going to go with a draw here, point apiece. And again, not really great for Olympiacos considering they need the win to realistically give them a hope to qualify. Meanwhile, in Group H, it's Hacken up against Leverkusen, of course, at the Bravida Arena. Played each other just the one time. Hacken, of course, 33% form for them right now. 2 wins the last 6. They are 4th with no points in the competition right now. Up against Leverkusen, of course, red hot in the Bundesliga, red hot in this. 6 wins on the bounce, of course. Unbeaten in this, of course, 100% success rate so far in Group H. Top of the table, 12 points right now. Previous match was a 4-0 win that was in Germany. Hacken on the back of a 2-1 loss in their top flight in Sweden. Leverkusen with a 4-0 win over Union Berlin. Back-to-back clean sheets heading into this one. The odds right here, right now, we're looking at Hacken 5-1 for the victory. 9-4 on is, of course, your Leverkusen. We're looking at 15-4 is the draw here right now. We're going to go 3-0 win. Leverkusen on the road. They look good. They look invincible. Can they do the business in this? We'll see about that. Meanwhile, Mulder against Quarterback, of course, in Group H. Also played each other twice, these two sides. We'll talk about that shortly. 50% form, though, for Mulder right now. 1-3 and lost 3. They are, of course, second of the day with 6 points on the board. Up against Quarterback, 2 wins the last 3 for them. 42% form for them over the last 6. They are third with 6 points on the board right now. Previous match was the 1 win for Quarterback back in September 2023. That was, of course, the reverse fixture. Mulder with a big 4-0 win over Lillestrøm most recently. They scored 7 goals in the last 2 games combined. Quarterback with a big 3-1 win over Cybergale in their top flight as well. The odds here, not Hacken. We're talking about what we're talking about. We're talking about Mulder. Mulder coming at you. 2017 on for the victory. They are favoured here. 5-2 is draw. 3-1 is, of course, your long shot. So let's go 2-0 win. Popular vote for Mulder on this one. Sheriff of Tiraspol up against Slavia Prague, of course, coming at you in the later kickoffs on Thursday, November the 30th. And these two sides have played each other 3 times. Since 2009, nothing for Tiraspol, 1 for Sheriff, and 2 draws as well. Biggest win. In fact, we'll talk about all that naff nonsense shortly. Tiraspol just 1 defeat the last 6. 75% form for them right now. They are 4th with 1 point on the board. Up against Slavia Prague, who are top, 9 points on the board. 3 wins the last 4 for them. That's just over in Group G. The previous match was a 6-0 win for Slavia Prague back in October 2023. The previous match, though, in Tiraspol was a 0-0 draw back in July 2009 in the Champions League qualification phase. Tiraspol with a big 4-0 win over Floresti in their top flight there. Of course, Slavia Prague with a 3-1 win over Oluminic in their top flight on the road. Of course, the odds is 70-4 is your Tiraspol, 13-5 is your 64 on is, of course, your Slavia Prague. We're going to go with that. Going to go 2-1 win the other way. That's right, Slavia Prague taking the spoils. Servette, Switzerland up against Roma coming at you over in Italy. Now, these two sides have played each other just one time. That was a reverse fixture. We'll talk about that shortly. Servette, though, 5 wins on the bounce. 92% form for them right now. 3rd in the table and 4 points on the board. Up against Roma, of course, 58% form for them right now. Just 1 win in 4 games. They are 2nd and 9 points on the board right now coming at you. Meanwhile, previous match, 4-0 winner was for Roma back in Rome back in October 2023. Servette, their big 4-1 win over Basel most recently. Roma with a 0-0 draw against Lazio. Back-to-back games now, though, without a goal for Roma. I think they might struggle here. 7-2 is your Servette, 11-8 on is, of course, your visitors, and 11-4 is the draw. Let's be a little bit boring on this one. I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw on this one because Roma's struggling to score and Servette have been decent in their most recent games, of course. Villarreal against Panathinaikos over in Spain, of course. Played each other 3 times since 2009, 1 win apiece and 1 draw. Villarreal, though, 58% form for them right now. Just 2 defeats of the last 6. They are 2nd with 6 points on the board. Up against Panathinaikos, 67% form for them right now. 2 defeats also in the last 6. They are 3rd with 4 points on the board. The previous match, 2-0 winner was for Panathinaikos in Greece back in September 2023. However, last time played each other in Spain, it was a 1-1 draw back in February 2009 in the round of 16 Champions League stage. Villarreal with a 3-1 loss to Atletico most recently. Panathinaikos with a 1-0 win over Kerfessa in the Superliga over in Greece. The odds here, we have even Stevens is Villarreal, 13-5 is draw, 5-2 is, of course, Panathinaikos. Let's go 2-0 win. That's right. Villarreal taking the spoils. The final 4, here we go. It is Toulouse. So we've got nothing to lose against Union Saint-Gilloise. Of course, a bit of a Flemish affair or whatever, Benelux or whatever you want to call it, in that region. France, Belgium, kind of jab. Played each other just the one time. We'll talk about that shortly. Toulouse, though, 1 win in 6, 33% form for them right now. They are 2nd with 7 points on the board. That's, of course, in Group E. Union Saint-Gilloise, 5 wins in the last 6, 83% form for them right now. They are 3rd with 4 points on the board. Of course, previous match in Belgium, 1-1 draw it was back in September 2023. Saint-Gilloise with a big 3-0 win over Krojinic. Of course, most recently, Toulouse with a 1-1 draw against Lille, of course. The odds right here right now, we've got 21-10, 21-20 20, sorry, is to lose. 12 to 5 is the draw. 23 to 10 is just St. Louis. And it smells like another draw, doesn't it? 1-1 draw for me on this one. Not separate the two on this. Kicking on forward, it is Liverpool. They're up against Lasic, of course, from Austria. Now, these two sides have played each other just the one time. It was the reverse fixture. We'll get to that shortly. Liverpool, of course, 75% form for them right now. 1 defeat past 6. Of course, top of the table, of course, in Group E. 9 points from 12. Lasic, of course, are in 4th. 3 points on the board. 58% form for them heading into this previous match. 3-1 win it was for Liverpool on the road. Of course, that was in Austria. They come into this on the back of a 3-0 win over Brentford. Of course, with Lasic losing to BW Linz in the Bundesliga in Austria. The odds right here, right now, we've got Liverpool coming at you. Where are you, Liverpool? They are 9 to 1 on for the victory. 50 to 2 is your draw. 20 to 1 is your long shots. We're going to go 3-0. And we're going to play the booster on this one. Rangers up against Limassol coming at you over in Scotland. I see you, by the way. Play each other just the one time. Of course, Rangers, 90% form for them right now, winning 5 of the bouts, second on the table, and 7 points on the board. Up against Limassol, 50% form for them right now, won 3 and lost 3. They are 4th with 3 points on the board. That's, of course, in Group C. Previous match, 2-1 winners for Limassol. That probably cost Beale his job way back when, back in October 2023. Rangers, 2-0 win over Livingston, looking good at the moment. Meanwhile, Limassol, 4-1 lost to Kramasosa in the Cypriot top flight way back when. The odds here for this one, Rangers are 3-1 on for the victory, 4-1 draw, 30 to 2. Your long shots, let's go 3-0 win on this one for Rangers to probably edge closer to qualification and then wrap it out. Probably the game of the day. It's the game of the day in terms of stature. Marseille and Ajax in Group B. Of course, Ajax are struggling. Played the 4 times since 2009. We've got Marseille 1 win. We've got nothing but Ajax. 3 draws, of course. Marseille, 58% form for them right now. Top of the table with 8 points on the board right now. 2 defeats the last 6. Up against Ajax, of course, 40% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat at the past 4, of course. Previous match was a 3-3 draw over in the Dutch Suns back in September 2023. Of course, last time played each other in competitive action in France was a 2-1 win for Marseille back in March 2009. Marseille with a 1-0 loss to Lens most recently. Ajax with a 2-2 draw against Huglies, whoever they were, Almira, whoever they are in the Dutch league there. Coming at you, the odds right here, right now. We're looking at Marseille 30-8 on for the victory, 14-5 is your draw, 4-1 is your long shot. So let's go 3-1 win for Marseille on this one. And that, my friends, completes the packaroonie of all. That's all my picks right here, right now. Don't forget to get your own in, and don't forget to put your booster in as well. That's my picks. And of course, don't forget to smash the old likey. Get the YouTube algorithm working for you. And also make sure you bang the old subscribe button. Keep the numbers up here. 78% of you are not subscribed, guys. What's that all about? Anyway, we'll be back, of course, for this crucial match number 6, of course, whenever they come around. But until then, subscribe, thumbs up, and of course, catch you later for the next one.